Are you having difficulties sleeping on your shoulder? I'm here to show you what positions are best for your painful shoulder and to give you some tips on what you can do tonight to start sleeping better. If living pain-free equates to a better life for you, keep watching and find out what you can do to live your best life. Welcome to Better Mobility, Better Life, where you can learn how to break mental and physical barriers to become a better athlete, a more functional human, and how to age with grace using physical therapy techniques. Hey friends, it's Dr. Lindz, and in this episode, I'm gonna explain to you how you can sleep better when you are having shoulder pain and what positions will help give you the best relief. Please note that this information is purely educational and is not medical advice. There are many causes of shoulder pain, so please use this as a guide. If your shoulder pain persists, I advise you to see your trusted PT. If you're new to the channel and you want to learn more about increasing your mobility, regaining functionality, living pain-free, and an overall better life, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you know when a new video comes out. Shoulder pain is pretty miserable, but what is worse is if you can't sleep on your painful shoulder, or worse yet, you can't even fall asleep because of the shoulder pain. Today I'm gonna show you the worst positions for sleeping on your shoulder and what you can do to modify these positions in order to get better sleep. You may be thinking, I toss and I turn all night long, so how do I keep a good position for my shoulder? Well, the thing is, most of us do, and we can't prevent ourselves from tossing and turning, but if you are able to fall asleep in a good position, then that will set yourself up for at least a few hours of good sleep during the night. Let's start with the 4 worst positions for sleeping when you have pain in your shoulder, and then I will give you an option to modify that position to help decrease the stress that goes through that shoulder joint. So here are some positions that you might find yourself in at night that probably aren't the best for your shoulder. The first one is if you like to lay on your back and you tend to keep your hands up over your head to support that head and that neck. This pushes a lot of pressure down through that shoulder joint and compresses some of the nerves. So you might feel like you're getting the pins and the needles and the tingling sensation. It also puts you above 90 degrees and it compresses those tissues, the rotator cuff tendons and the bursa sac, and with repetitive pinching that can cause irritation and more pain when you wake up. So in order to change this, what you can do is take a pillow and place it underneath your painful shoulder so that try to keep your hands down by your side just like this. This will help to open the shoulder joint up and hopefully you won't have a tendency to come up above that head. The second position that you probably are most likely finding yourself in is on your non-painful shoulder. So my left shoulder right now, that's my painful shoulder, and I'm on my right shoulder, my non-painful shoulder. What can happen during the night is we tend to get into that fetal position and curl up, which can cause internal rotation of the shoulder joint and compress again on all the little tissues in that shoulder that will be irritated. So what I would do is take another pillow, place it next to your stomach, and then you're going to hug that pillow, and that should keep your arm from rolling in, and you can also lean back slightly, and that will open up that shoulder joint, giving you good space in that shoulder joint. If you tend to sleep on your painful shoulder, because that's your natural sleeping habit, so let's just say my right shoulder is the painful shoulder. You come down, and again, your body weight is compressing all those structures. It can cut off nerve supply, it can cut off the blood supply, so you'll wake up with a really sore shoulder. So the best way to do this is take another pillow and put it underneath your torso, and then you have this little tunnel here in order to put that shoulder down, and then hopefully you have good support with your pillow on your head. If you need to, use more of a flat pillow here so that your head is not going down, you have good support through that neck. So the last position that people will find themselves in, and honestly it's not the best position for a painful shoulder, is sleeping on your stomach. And a lot of times people will bring their arms up over their head, which again creates internal rotation of that shoulder and pinches down on those rotator cuff and that bursa sac. So in order to do this is, sorry guys, just don't sleep on your stomach. And if you can find a different position that's more comfortable, that's probably your best bet. Besides, being on your stomach may also cause neck pain and other low back pain that you might be getting. So it's best if you just avoid this position. Hopefully, if you have been suffering from not sleeping due to shoulder pain, you will find relief with some of these techniques. If you aren't getting enough sleep, then the body cannot recover like it's supposed to. So it's important that you really work on fixing your sleeping habits so that you aren't creating more pain in the shoulder joints. If you've enjoyed this episode or you want to learn more about shoulder exercises and approaches for relieving shoulder pain, make sure to subscribe to this channel and then click the video in the top right corner. So just remember, better sleep equals better mobility equals a better life.